Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing good. So in this video, I will finally be starting a different topic. That is, I will be starting with dynamic programming. Actually, in heaps, I was left with one question. Heaps, there was a question called, I think, one second, I'll just show it to you. I think it was median in a stream of integers. So I will do that question very quickly as soon as possible in maybe a day or two. So just I would like someone to just put this in the comment section of the previous video. So someone just type and remind me in the comment section of previous video. I'll do this question, median in a stream. So anyway, there is this that one question. It's okay. So let us do dynamic programming. So dynamic programming is a kind of like very different and vague kind of topic for beginners. But as you progress, you will understand that this is very important, and most of the questions are asked from this topic only. Some of them even I don't know how to solve. Some of them I just know how, and some of them I know in depth. Like how, in the sense, I just have done the coding, I have not done the analysis. So I'm also not completely perfect, but I will try to explain each and every problem that I know in a very perfect way, almost perfect way. Okay. And if you know dynamic programming problems that are not too tough or not too easy, also like medium level, apart from ones in lead code, just put it in the comments. Maybe it will help everyone and including me. So let us start dynamic programming with some easy problems. We'll start with some kind of easy problem, not so easy also, but yeah, I think this is easiest among all the other problems to at least understand. So we are given a matrix of n cross n, and we can move from one cell to another in only three possible ways. So if we are at a matrix R comma C, we are at the cell R comma C, we can go to cell R plus 1 C, R plus 1 C minus 1, R plus 1 C plus 1. What does that mean? So suppose there is a matrix like this, just imagine, okay? And we are at this particular cell over here. We are at this particular cell. From this particular cell, where all can we go? So from this cell, we can either go to R plus 1. So this is R comma C. This cell is R comma C. We can go to R plus 1 comma C. So R plus 1 comma C will be this, or R plus 1 comma C plus 1, which is this, or this. So we can go down, or we can go down right. It is also known as diagonal right, or we can go down left, which is diagonal left. So three possible ways. What are we supposed to do? So let us read the complete question. So we are starting from any column in the first row, a row number 0. It is 0 indexed. So if this is the 0th row, we start from any of these columns. Okay, we start from anywhere and we go down. We go down the matrix. How do we go down? We can use any one of these three, not all. In one move, we can use either this or this or this. Okay, and we have to tell the largest sum of paths up to row n minus 1. So that is up to last row. So what is this largest sum of paths? Each of these matrix has a value. So value v1, value v2, something, value v3, v4. Okay. So all those values, if you add by taking a particular path, we have to find the maximum. So this last row that you see, it will have all those values, and we have to find the answer which is maximum out of all these values in the last row. So question is very much understandable, but how do we implement it? Let us see what is the approach to solve. Okay, so let us consider this matrix only. Now let us see, if we are at a particular cell, we will consider any particular cell, any cell. Okay, when we are on that cell, we will see what are the ways possible to reach that cell. For example, consider that I am on this cell currently. If I were to be on that cell, what are the possible ways that I could have ended up on that cell? That means what I'm trying to say is, now we are considering that we are on this cell. How can we end up? What are the ways to end up? See, if we were here, for example, this is one possibility, that we were here and we moved down because we can go down. Another possibility is we go down and go left, down left. Okay. What is the other possibility? Third is down right. So if we were at that cell, if we were at this cell, then three possibilities are there. So we have to take the maximum of all these three. What does it mean, maximum of all these three? See, each of these cell has a value, right? I'll erase all this, you will understand. So each of these cells has a value, say V1, V2, V3. Okay, all these cells have a value, and suppose this cell has a value V. So we have to do this operation. V is equal to V plus maximum of V1, V2, V3. Why V plus? Because this cell also already has some value. So this will help us to get to know at this particular cell what is the total maximum sum. Let us take an example. I will draw a separate this thing. I will draw a separate matrix and show you. Suppose there are values like 5, 7 and 8 over here, and this cell has a value equal to 9. Okay. Now tell me, if we are on this cell, what is the best way we could have ended up here? What is the best way we could have ended up here? If we go straight down from here, we will get 7. If we go down and right, we will get 5. Down and left, we will get 8. So 8 is maximum. So maximum of V1, V2, V3 is 8. And we have to add it to this cell value. So our cell value over here, this will change from 9 to 17. How does it help us? See, now this cell we considered. Suppose we consider this cell. Now this cell value is changed to 17, which will help us calculate for this cell what will be the maximum sum. Like that, for each and every cell, apart from the first row, we don't have to do it for the first row because we are assuming we are starting from the first row. See, for first row, we can't end up from anywhere. If you observe carefully, for the first row, we can't end up from anywhere. We can't assume that we came from somewhere top. Top, there is nothing. But from second row onwards, we can assume we either came from top or top diagonal right, top diagonal left. Somewhere out of the three we came. So we can assume that. So like this, for each and every cell, we have to do max. But one more thing to keep in mind is, we have to first of all check for a valid cell. What does it mean for a valid cell? For example, consider that we are checking for this cell. Now, if we are at this particular cell, can we come from this side? Obviously not, because there is no cell only over here. We can either come like this or like this. We can't come from the diagonal left. There is no cell. Similarly, for this cell, we can't come from diagonal right. There is no cell. So these kind of basic things, like which is a valid cell or not, we have to take care of that and use this to find out the answer. Do you want me to take a test case example and try it out for you guys? I think I can do that. So let us take a test case example over here. So this is very basic. So let us say 1, 5, 2, 8, 1, 6, 9, 3, 11. So over here, what will be the possible answer? How will our matrix keep changing? So how will our matrix keep changing means, see, first row we don't do anything. Okay, first row values are like that only. Now for the second row, consider this particular cell 8. Now for 8, what is better, coming down from 1 or coming down and right from 5? That is better, right? That is a better option. So this cell will change to 13. What about this cell? For this cell 1, what is better? 1 plus 1 or 1 plus 5 or 1 plus 2? 1, 5, 2. Which one is better? 5, right? So coming straight down. So this will become 6. What about this person here? For 6, which is better? Again 5 is better, so 11. And now how will 9 change? See, for this 9, not these values. Don't consider these values for 9. This matrix has been changed. It is 13, 6, 11. So for 9, obviously it will be 13. So I think it is 22. And for 3, it will again be 13. So it will be 16. For 11, what will it be? For 11, 11 plus 11, 22, 11 plus 6, 18. So this is 22. Now tell me what is the answer. Best possible answer out of all these three. Just check the last row. Last row, highest value is 22. So 22, like this. So this is actually one of the easiest problems for in DP. Let me just show you the code. So look at the code now. So we are given number of rows and columns. It is a square matrix N, okay? And we are given the matrix mat. We will start from second row onwards. First row we will leave it because first row we are starting only from there. Na? So from I equal to 1 to N minus 1, okay? Now I am checking for the valid point. Valid point. See, if j is greater than 0, that means it is not from the first column. And if j is less than n minus 1, it is not in the last column. If the cell is somewhere in the middle, then we can take all possible paths. Down, down left, down right. So take all the possible paths. What is down? Down will be matrix of I minus 1 j. Matlab straight up. From straight up we come down. That is what I mean. Similarly, from straight up right we come, and straight up left also we come, like from there I'm saying. Okay, then what else is there? So if j is greater than 0 but j this thing sorry, if j is equal to n minus 1, if j is equal to n minus 1, that means we can't have, that means we can't have this kind of a this thing. We can't do this kind of a move because that will be out of the matrix. Similarly, if j is equal to 0, we can't have this kind of a move. We can't come from left side because there is nothing. It is not a valid cell. Okay. So keep replacing the matrix values like this, keep updating, not replace, update. Then take an answer variable, find out the answer. What is answer? Maximum values in the last row, which is this. Last row, all these values. So let me run and show you. So some of you are complaining you don't run the solution. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. But whatever solution I share, I would have ran, and you can trust it. It is correct. Sometimes it might be wrong. I mean, the very beginning videos, but nowadays it is correct. So as you can see, this is correct, and this was a beginner problem. I hope you liked it. And there are many kinds of problems like this. Some are tough, some are tricky to understand. Let us see further. So that's all for this video. Hit the like button. Please hit the like button. It will really boost me. Subscribe to the channel. It will really motivate me. And share it with all your friends. It might help them. Take care. Stay safe. Keep learning. Keep growing. Stay tuned. Bye.